What's going on, everybody? This is Ball Up Top's NBA Top Shot NFT podcast, YouTube show. I'm your host, Mike. Usually we drop our shows on Sunday, but I'm sure you're well aware people are going through, the heat's rising around the country, and my air conditioner broke down. So we're, a couple days late, but not a dollar short. That was Doris Burke, going over her play-by-play commentary of Luca. That's one of the new collections out. I figured I would sit with there today. We got three packs we're going to open, two from the second round and one base pack. I believe it's from Series 2, if my memory serves me correctly. I'm also going to show you what we've been doing as pertaining to the challenges, some Top Shot news. They they're gonna drop a Magic Johnson series, so to speak. I think it's 4 highlights. It is wow, like it's one of those things that we're gonna when the highlights drop, I'm gonna do a show and just show you guys the highlights, but I'm not gonna even pretend that I'm not even gonna pretend like this is something we're gonna buy into. And I don't say that because I don't say that for any reason like, oh, like there's this huge problem or it's expensive. Like this Magic Johnson analogy, the analogy Magic Johnson is not cheap. It's not. I figure we'll go ahead and play you guys here the little trailer that they have going on. Some of the classic Magic highlights. So yeah, that's the but as you can see, though, if you look on the upper right hand corner, the price point for one is $399. So yeah, in order to play this game for this, you're gonna have to come off money. I if you're somebody who's looking for it as looking at a possible investment, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if you get in on it and you open those first pack and you turn around and try to sell it, you're probably gonna make a pretty penny. Um, as you can see, there's a 90% chance of getting a rare card, a 9% chance of getting a legendary highlight. In the priority queue, there's 1,200. In the general queue, there's only 400 packs. I am kicking around the idea of doing it. That's a lot of money to drop on these individual packs with one highlight, but I am kicking around just the idea of it because even if I enter, it'd be in the general queue. To get in the priority queue, you have to have 150,000 of total drop score points. I'm at 30,000. So I'm not close to that, which means I'd have to get one of the 400. That's going to be difficult, problematic. So part of me is in this mindset of, hey, you know what? Let's just go into it and see what happens. Um, but regardless, whether I get into it or not, I'm going to try to sit there and be able to show you guys all 4 highlights. The first rare is the game winner versus the Celtics in 87-88. There's 999 of those. The second rare is what they call the platter pass from 87-88. There's 499 of those. The first legendary is the around the body pass from 84-85. There's 85 of those. And then last one is a legendary start at center in the finals from 79-80, and there's 80 of those, which would probably be the one I would want the most if I could just pick one to get. So as you can see, I like this because they're expanding into the history of the game, which is going to appeal to an older audience. Show you guys some of the challenges what's going on. what's coming up in the future. I have completed the challenge for the Mavericks Warriors 2022 playoff series. No idea. I believe it's a Steph Curry highlight, but I haven't looked into it yet. But yeah, it's going to be 2 days and 21 hours before that drops, so about 3 days. Also completed the Celtics and Heat. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go back here and go into this Warriors Mavericks set because it was some work to get this in. Um, and I had to finagle some stuff, like because you see, there's a lot of just regular highlights: Wiggins, Curry, Klay Thompson, Brunson. There's Luca. There's a second Curry, a second Wiggins, a second Brunson, Finney Smith, DeAndre Jordan, Devin Booker, Ja Morant. Like it's almost that whole section of that whole side of it's like the Western Conference. That's what basically comes down to. Jaren Jackson, Klay Thompson, again, Luca, Paul George, and Chris Paul. Now, the Paul George and Chris Paul actually are from last year's playoff series. They wanted, I think, two of the rewards from last year, which I was fortunate enough. If you haven't done it yet, I encourage you to go ahead and spend the money on them. They're about $40 a piece, but you can use them for both series. So I use it here for the Mavericks Warriors, and then I turned around and used them again for the Heat and Celtics. So for me, it's like getting these prizes, like it became well worth it. What else do we got here? We Celtics and Heat. Told you we completed that one. Those are the only active challenges right now because a couple things earlier today I got closed. I don't think I've gotten the rewards yet. I'll have to look. I completed Doris Burke's mic drop. It was 8 highlights that it was the 8 highlights I think from her second round. I got the Giannis, Curry, Luca, Finney Smith, Tyler Hero, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, and Jason Tatum. Like it was kind of like a who's who. I really wasn't gonna go out of my way for this one, except for I already had most of what I needed, so I just kind of it was just I just made that commitment. Also, that's my dog. That's Romeo. Forgive him. Sometimes he likes to have a moment. The Inside Out, which is going to be a conference finals pack. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so I'm completing challenges. So next week's show, we should have quite a bit to open. Um, Going to the collections here, going to my packs. Let's see what we have to open this week. Um, Actually, we did get our base pack series 3 and our base pack series 2 from the Doris Burke. So I'm going to open the base series 3 and I'm going to open my 2 second round playoff packs so that we can, I've got 3 packs to open. I'm going to save the 2 series 2 for probably later on in the summer. And this will be my first Top Shot summer, so I'm kind of sure that I'm not going to say sure, but I'm not sure how the challenges are really going to work. I'm not sure if I'm going to get into the WNBA stuff, which would be where probably most of the challenges are focused on. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just jump into it. Start with this base set, Series 3, Release 5. It's been a while since I opened a base set. We got 3 highlights. It's Common, the Wizards, Davis Bertas. It's a nice 3. I don't think I have this one. So this But that's number what 30,380 out of 60. Another common. This one's the Mavericks is Jalen Brunson, 29,283 out of 60,000. I think this is also a new one with the new Top Shot score. I'm kind of like really wanting these new ones. I mean, the other ones I'll just put up for sale probably, or I'll hold to give away at a later date. That's a nice little difficult degree of difficulty layup. The last one's gonna be a Celtics, 46,204, Jason Tatum. Showing off the handles. Yeah, my dog's kind of being a little bit of a pain in the butt. Forgive him. So yeah, it's a solid pack. It's nothing extravagant, but it was a reward, and you never know when you're going to get something that you weren't expecting. So we're going to view the progress. So we did get one new highlight. It looks like, which was the Jalen Brunson. Like I said, the other two will I'll either put them up for sale. I'm trading for tickets, or I'll hold it for later. Let's go ahead and open these next. These playoff now. I'll show you after this. Like I've got so far majority of what's been released. I think I have 54 out of the 61 and 60 cards highlights that have been released so far. So more than likely these are going to go up for sale. See that expired actually. So let's see. If they didn't, it would be really nice. Mobamba, a dunk, number 38,281 out of 60. It's a nice dunk. I mean, so I think I don't have much magic, so I'm sure that's gonna be a filler for me. That's gonna be a nice little just addition just to have. Number 8222, John Morant. So I have this one. And I think so this one will probably look to see, what it's worth at this point. So yeah, that's part of the reason also I wanted to go ahead and get these playoff packs open. Just in case I got something I wasn't ready for. I'll show you guys what I'm missing too. I mean, it's a but yeah, I got a solid. I mean, granted the conference final ones are gonna start and it's gonna blow away my little percentages of what I have out of the water, but the jump shot, number 874 for Joel Embiid. That's a really low number. It's a really difficult shot. Sixers just didn't live up to the hype between Embiid's injury and lack of Harden showing up. Like, it's just not enough for them. I'm not sure if I have that Embiid or not. I went through a spending spree the other day, just trying to get like as many of these. I'm trying to complete the whole first set for the playoffs. The jump shot, Marcus Morris, number 57,890 out of 60. See, who was he? Oh, he was playing for the Clippers. Yeah, it's a nice shot. It's nothing extravagant. Let's see where we let's go to done. I kind of want to see if we got it. So it doesn't look like we got anything new. We had everything to here. I do really do like that really high number, low serial number Joel Embiid. Let's open the last pack we got for you guys. A common 3-pointer. James Harden in the playoffs. I do have this one. Number 2664. Yeah, Harden. The core thing with Harden is just like he's had hamstring issues, and it is a big question whether he's going to ever be the Harden he was. He's going to have his moments. Remember, he was not like he was a reliable defender to begin with. So if his offense continues to slack, it's going to be interesting. Like I'm curious, him and Kyrie, as to if they exercise their options, what do their contract extensions look like? Because I don't think either one gets a max deal. At least not a max deal, max years. 42-38, a 3-pointer from Devin Booker. Here's another playoff one. And I'm pretty sure I have this one also. See, I feel like this is a forced highlight. Sometimes I feel like because they're trying to have these sets, they're trying to put out so many, like that they add highlights that are just something excuse me, something to fill some time. So these last two should be standard highlights. Jazz handled 1249 out of 9,999. That's a pretty good pickup. I got quite a few Donovan Mitchell. Like that's another thing about this collection. Like you get so many that sometimes it's hard to remember what you've seen and what you've actually gotten. But yeah, it's a base set. It's a low number, so that's kind of low, out of only a 10,000 available. So that's a nice little pickup. The last one here is a Patty Mills Steel, 17,424 out of 60. Yeah, and so I think I'd see once again. Like I'll have to check. So I've seen both of these. And see, the thing is, I'm always apprehensive to sell because of the collector score stuff. Well, I should say the Top Shot score. So yeah, it looks like the only thing a new addition was probably the Donovan Mitchell. Um, he was also the lowest serial number. I got a couple really good low serial numbers. And for those who don't know, like the low serial numbers are significant because usually the lower the serial number, or especially like if you get the jersey number or you get like the number one, the more they're usually worth, the higher you can sell them for. So let's see. So yeah, we're gonna save these base series 2 packs for a later date. I did want to show you guys my set as it pertains to series 3, the playoffs, because this is like I have a 54 out of 60, so got a majority. I got a lot of them, but there's more coming out. What's missing? Reggie Bullock and Gary Payton Jr. both should be relatively easy to get. Chris Paul is not too bad. But after Chris Paul, the Jordan Poole, the John Morant, the Jimmy Butler, you're looking at anywhere around $50 to $60 a piece. So, I'm gonna probably play in the waiting game a little bit. And overall, yeah, like that's we got the Series 3 stuff coming out. So I'm looking forward to those. We'll go ahead and look in the marketplace really quick, just more out of curiosity than anything else to see, because I have to kind of keep a pretty decent eye on the things I still need. One thing I would like to really see from and maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places, but from Top Shot is in the marketplace. The idea that you could like click a filter that takes out any replicas of anything you already have. Because if you look, like I've got all of it becomes harder and harder to find what it is like I'm looking for, because sometimes the screen doesn't load the way you want it to. Say that as I just turned my screen blue. But you see, or you scroll down and you wait, and you got to make sure you're not skipping anything too fast. You kind of just got to go through every single row. See, like I showed you, I only need 6, but they're showing me all of them. And what I'm learning here also is that for something like this, you see a lot of them are at $3 now, and that's why I kind of waited to that $3-4 range to start filling out my collection. So get like I would my recommendation would be for stuff or for these sets is get what you need to get the prizes, but nothing more, and just wait, because typically the prices are going to fall dramatically. But as you see, like okay, so there's that Gary Payton. It's sitting at $5. There's that Reggie Bullock. It's sitting at 6. Like that Embiid. That's the other thing. When you get these prizes, if you're in it to make money, don't be afraid to sell. So when I got this Embiid, he was worth $25, and now he's down to 11. Now, depending on what they do for flash challenges and stuff, that could shoot up. But the point I want you to understand is that it's like this is very much a game of supply and demand. And part of for like Embiid and stuff, part of these demands are based on how many are available in the marketplace and how many were released. So there's Chris Paul. Like I told you, he's at 16. Like he's not bad at all. Jordan Poole's at 57. You have Luca. We don't have this jaw who's at 58. At one point in time, that jaw was at $95. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to sell and then come back later and buy. Jimmy Butler's at 70. Drew Holiday's at 85. And that's it. Like, there's a lot of money to be made if you do not fall in love with players. Um, that's probably going to be my next venture when it comes to this, is starting to see how to build up money. And when I get special things, just turn around and selling them and waiting them out, waiting for the price to drop and then buying back. But that's all I got for you guys this week. Um, like, follow, subscribe, do all of those things. Catch us on Twitter at NBA at NBA. Catch us on Twitter at Ball Up Top Pod. Catch us on Instagram at Ball Up Top Podcast. We love hearing from you guys. We love conversations, especially the ones on Twitter, even though sometimes they get heated. Like, we support everybody's opinion. But we'll be sure to make sure to tell you if we feel like your opinion is flawed and why. Don't let anybody from us to ESPN to anybody you like to listen to try to tell you what your opinion should be. But make sure that when you're thinking out your opinion that you have a criteria, that you're looking through things and you understand what it is you're trying, what's important to you. Make sure that it's valid. If you're a big LeBron guy and it's because you value his longevity, that's cool. When you make your criteria, if someone's talking to you, that's cool. But here's the thing. Don't say longevity and then list a bunch of longevity stats like those are separate categories, because they're not. If you're a big Jordan guy, championships are your thing, that's cool. But understand your criteria has to be bigger. You can't say championships because then you open the door for Robert Ory, who has 7. So understand it's what role did that guy play in the championship, and make sure you clarify that. Anyways, that was going off on a separate tangent. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll probably be back next Sunday with hopefully the final playoff drops for the NBA Finals, and a few Series 3 packages for the conference finals. Everybody, peace. Have a good night. Stay safe. You know what? And let's go ahead and find you a highlight real quick to go out on, because nobody just wants to hear me say goodbye. Not even my wife. So let's go ahead and go on out to what we got here. In honor of the Celtics going to the NBA Finals, let's go ahead and go out here to Jason Tatum, who also has a Doris Burke, by the way, so that works out well.